We do have Gabriel as our last current senior student, and I believe his teacher is on the line. Mr. Jara, thank you for being here. Do you want to share some words about Gabriel before we have him speak?
Yes, good morning, everyone, and happy holidays. I don't know if my words will do justice to all the great work and the wonderful effort that Gabriel has put forth at our high school. I met Gabriel when he was in 7th grade at a college night, and I was walking around perusing the different projects that the students were making for AVID. And of course, I'm recruiting and seeing what's the future going to come, what type of students I'm going to be seeing in a few years. And there's this kid bragging about his model, his Harvard model, being exact and being precise, and he made it to scale, and it was so impressive. And I just had to ask him, like, what's your name? And he said, Gabriel, sir. I was like, oh, okay. And I just kind of put it in my file, and I just said, okay, maybe I'll see him, maybe I won't. And sure enough, in 9th grade, he takes 0 period AVID, 2 years in my class, and he's been great, just wonderful. He's just a consummate leader. He's always thinking about others before he thinks about himself. He's the classic overachiever, but without the overachiever arrogance. He really makes an effort to make sure that all the needs of others are met before his own. So as far as he tutoring others, he would do that in our tutorial sessions. He then took on the leadership role as the AVID Club president last year, and he's done it well for 2 years. And even in the face of the pandemic, he's always still kept the other officers connected, so they're still working on projects. One of the things that he's done is he's branched out to other organizations such as Rachel's Challenge, and he's part of Key Club, and he's also been part of the Social Fabric Initiative through the University of San Diego. So he is not only looking to help his school, but he's trying to help the community as a whole, the South San Diego community. I'm so proud of this young man. He grew up without a father. His mother and his 2 sisters run a daycare, so I know that they've sacrificed much for him to be able to have these opportunities. So I've been blessed, and I've been fortunate to have seen him grow in so many areas, and I'm just so proud of him. And I know wherever he goes, he's going to do some great and wonderful things.
Wow, thank you so much, Mr. Jara, for sharing that. And we know that about Gabriel. I mean, we definitely saw his spark when we had the interview. And Gabriel, I know you were planning so many amazing things over the summer and when you were entering your school year. And of course, with the pandemic, that probably changed things, but I bet you it didn't slow you down. So please share with you. And I think you were planning on family law as your major. And so just update us on you and take it away.
So hello, good morning, everyone. I'd like to thank you all for being here. I really appreciate the time that you guys are taking out of your day. To give you a little bit more context about who I am before I jump into what my studies and how that shifted. I live about 20 minutes away from the border. So as you can imagine, my school is very Latinx, a lot of different students. And so I guess that sort of diversified the narrative of what I want to do with my life. I wanted to begin to go into family law, obviously, because I understand the different issues that we have with a single parent, knowing what it's like to sort of struggle between 2 parents, understanding what it means for me. I had to personally show up in court and testify in court, and I understand how, mentally it impacts a student, and better yet, a kid at such a young age having to do something like that. So I've always sort of loved law. I've always loved history. Growing up, my family has been very supportive. I know for like the longest period of time, I wanted to be a paleontologist. So you could only imagine my room had like a little volcano thing, and my door had like dinosaur prints. So I've always loved history. And recently, I've sort of taken on more sort of the politics kind of area. My US history teacher, Mr. Tompkins, he did a great job at introducing the content. And now I have another for US government. They're both AP classes, right? And I don't know why the AP classes for like history, have always motivated me. And I've become very close with the teachers. But my US Gov teacher, his name is Mr. Castro. He's very difficult to deal with, but that's what I love about the content. He's always very interactive, and he's always done things like that. Regarding my schools, I'm applying right now to 16 different universities. I did 4 CSUs, 5 UCs, and 6 privates. Just last week, I got accepted into SDSU. I believe I got a full ride scholarship as part of one of the early applicants. as in to be going into that. In my application, I did speak about how I am currently, and this is a big wowzer, 16 different extracurriculars. So I've done from tutoring to the forensic team to yearbook, obviously avid, and so many other different activities that go in my day-to-day basis. So you know that I'm usually up by like 9, or like, no, usually up by 7 and go to bed by like 2 in the morning, because my schedule is just crazy. And I love showing this, and I know Miss Melissa had, obviously, when I had met with you guys, I have like my wall covered in sticky notes. My planner is bombarded with all these different activities that I'm doing. In the course of my summer, I know that I had talked a little bit about what I wanted to do, and everything that I said I was going to do, I absolutely did. I volunteered to work with the Biden team. So for Biden for president, I was definitely on board with the California team. I got one of the top 5 students for phone calling, emailing, messaging. I did a lot of other political things. I joined first generation students. And a few others. There's like a bunch of other different organizations, and that's basically what I've been doing with my time. And it's been sort of a big struggle with me having to, organize everything that I have, and then also with my family, knowing that I'm the first generation student. My sister had to put whatever she had to do on pause. She's been working with my mom ever since my mom has gotten sick, and she has been unemployed for like 2 years now. So my sister has had to put her career and everything that she has had to do on the line for me to succeed ahead. So everything that I'm telling you guys right now, I put in my full determination. I put in my full glory. My Mr. Hada knows that I've definitely put in more than what I can into everything that I do. So again, I'd like to thank all of you guys for giving me the chance to speak.
Wow, thank you, Gabriel. I knew you would be very busy this summer, and it's great to hear that you still were able to accomplish all of that. So good for you. And we thought you had a really big, strong pull towards the political arena. So, and you definitely have the amazing, I feel, speaking capability, presence for that. So